What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's good? What's up, everybody? All right. What's up? What's up? What's up, Malik? I see you. I see you. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? What's up, Devil Hunter? What's up? What's up? What's up? I got something. Hey, someone said it's been a while. I missed your live. I was live a couple days ago, but welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, First thing I want to say is that today is just another day of truth. That's why today's live is called The Raw Truth. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I always tell you that. Do I ever lie? I don't. I don't. I don't. When I tell you, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Don't I always tell you what you need to hear? Exactly. So I'm going to tell you what you need to hear today. And honestly, I hope that this live helps you in some kind of way, because I've been recognizing that when you are the black sheep in your family, when you are the one that is different in your family, when you are the special one, when you are the chosen one, I don't even like to use that because it just has such a bad rap now. But when you are the chosen one, the black sheep of your family, there are certain things that only you go through. Tell me I'm lying. Hold on, let me record this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the replay, wherever you're watching this at. And today's live is the raw truth. The raw truth that you need to hear. The raw truth that needs to be spoken. The raw truth that you didn't even know was the truth. You thought you was crazy because you was the only one that was going through it until you came on this live and you was like, holy shit, so I ain't the only one that go through that shit. You're not the only one that go through that shit. It's just in your environment, you're the only one that go through that shit, because you're different than everybody else in your environment. But what I'm going to tell you today is going to help you feel a little less crazy. You know, you're not crazy. You see how they do you. You're not crazy. You see how they take advantage of you. You're not crazy. You see how they, like, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're not. I'm going to help you out, though, because I'm going to give you what you need. And when you walk away from this live, make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all leave a like. All I need y'all to do is just support a motherfucker. Okay? Let me tell you what it is. I'm ready to talk about it. Let me tell you what it is. You gotta create space between you and the people that is not helping you grow. Thank you for the gift, JM. You have to put space between the people that's not helping you grow, fam. Because you got people in your life that say, oh, I want to help you grow. I want to do this. But they not even growing in their own life to say that they want to help you grow. They don't realize in their own life they still dealing with their traumas. They don't realize in their own life they still working on themselves. So they don't understand how the shit that they have unhealed and unsolved, it affects you. You got your own baggage you dealing with. You got your own shit you dealing with. And all I need you to understand is that it is okay to be selfish. You see, only people that do not like your boundaries will feel a type of way about you taking on that mentality. If they get upset when you tell them no. Now, granted, if they always say yes to you, and then when they ask you, you say no, I would get upset too. But if you have boundaries and they get upset at your boundaries, red flag, baby. Red flag. And some of y'all are so giving. You're so loving. You ignore red flags. But let me tell you what happens when you ignore red flags. You get a red flag yourself. Flag on the play and you paid no attention to it. Flag on the play and you paid no attention to it. So you know what that means? That means that you take on that red flag. And that trauma, that disrespect, that's what happens. You start to act like that too. Because environments affect you. Get that toxic person, get that cancerous person, get that person that don't understand you, get those people away from you. You are a commodity now. You need to be respected. Because how are you ever going to grow in an environment that's not watering you? I'm just speaking facts. How are you ever going to grow in an environment that's not watering you? I'm sorry, I had to get in your face. You feel me? For these past couple of days, this past week, all I have been doing is meditating, journaling, and journaling, and reading, and doing it over and over and over again in a cycle. I've been so committed to becoming this new version of myself. And what you have to do is when you decide that you're going to become a new version of yourself, you have to ask yourself, what am I no longer tolerating anymore? What am I no longer doing anymore? What am I no longer accepting? How am I no longer going to think? And I said, for me, I'm not going to allow anybody to get me emotional. I'm not going to allow anybody to get my nervous system out of regular. I'm not going to allow anybody to get my heart beating in a way that's not coherent. Does that make sense? When you're stressed, your heart is beating out of it's incoherent. It's not beating right. And when your heart is not beating in the right rhythm, that causes sickness. You're no longer creating no more. So when your mom come in your face and starts triggering you and starts upsetting you, or when you got that friend or you got that relationship that just constantly comes into your life and it's just like stress, like negativity, toxicity, guess what you got to do, baby? Somebody say, how do you stop them? How do you stop then, or how do you stop them? Which one? Because there's two different answers. How do you stop then, or how do you stop them? Which one you trying to say? I realized today that my family members have been evil this entire time. I mean, if that's what you came to the recollection, then that may be what it is. But I try to keep an open heart. Just because somebody is toxic, me personally, I won't call them evil. I just understand boundaries. And I want you to understand, some of y'all cannot achieve the things that you want to achieve because you haven't learned the lesson of boundaries yet. Until you learn boundaries, you're not going to have a lot of money in your life. Because to be successful is to understand that lesson. And if you haven't understood that lesson of boundaries, that means you don't understand what it's like to be successful. Sit with that one for real. You got to sit with that one. How do you stop them people coming at you? You cannot control anyone. You can only control yourself. But what you can do is you can create boundaries where these people are no longer allowed in your space. What's up, Kiara? I just saw you. Kiara. You have to stop allowing those people to come into your space. And what you have to do is you have to stop reacting. Stop replying. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've just personally realized, like, nobody's worth my peace. Because when I'm not at peace, I can't create well. I can't do my job well. I can't make money. I can't have a good time. I can't live life. I'm prone to be sick. When you can't, when you got people who are constantly bringing negativity in your life. You feel me? So I'm telling you right now, look at your life and ask yourself, who is taking away withdrawals and deposits? Who is depositing into my bank account of life? And who is always doing withdrawals? It's okay if somebody does a withdrawal here and there, but is it only withdrawals? Are they also depositing back in your bank account of life? Ask yourself. You feel me? I realized that I was overgiving. And when you overgive, you don't have enough to receive. You don't have enough for yourself. You're giving from an empty cup. And then you're wondering why you're getting resentful. You're wondering why you can't push past certain limits in your life. In order to succeed, you need energy. And you need lots of it. You need high energy. High energy. You gotta meditate. I've been meditating like 3-4 times a day. Mm-hmm. 3-4 times a day, reading for about 1 to 2 hours a day, journaling for like an hour a day. And I'm not saying it's straight. I'm not saying it's straight an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. I'll meditate 30 minutes here, 40 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Because guess what? I cannot allow my energy to drop. I cannot allow my energy to drop. Once my energy reaches a certain high frequency, I cannot afford to let it drop. I meditate with guided meditations. You feel me? And I'm just like, now I just feel like I'm moving from my heart chakra. I feel like because I've been moving from my heart chakra, I feel so abundant. I feel like I don't need to ask for anything. I don't feel like I need to like beg for anything. I don't feel like I need to lack for anything. You feel me? Like whoever sees this live is whoever needs to see this live. I don't have no like urge to want more or to like, I don't have no need, no desire. Because I feel like everything is already within me. And what I know, and like whatever I've manifested, it already is. So if I'm saying I want, that means I don't have. And if I don't have, that means I'm in lack and I'm in separation. You feel me? I'm not in lack. I have everything I need. And that's what I need you to get to. I need you to get to a certain level of happiness within yourself that you don't need anything externally. Because you know what happens when you don't need anything externally? Everything externally wants you. Everything externally needs you. Everything externally wants to get you to react. It wants to get you to chase so bad that it's going to come to you. Money going to come to you. All that shit going to come to you. So what's it going to be? Are you finally going to stop reacting to everything? Are you finally going to stop getting irritable? Some of y'all are so irritable. Everything make you annoyed. This is what I hear from you. Why you gotta, Stop reacting. Stop reacting. Stop reacting. Somebody said, how do you meditate? Do you just sit and relax? What's in your mind at the time? So on Audible, I actually bought Joe Dispenza's meditations. So I do those. And a lot of his meditations are about, number one is it's a breathing exercise at first. And then number two is about becoming very conscious of every aspect of your body. And what I recognize is that when you take the time to tune, I want to meditate right now talking about it. Like meditation is almost like ice cream now. Like I'm craving it. Like, and why am I craving it? Because when you get in such a good frequency, that's all you want to be in. You don't want to feel what a low frequency feels like. You will work hard every day to stay at that frequency. And I do not get up out of my bed until I feel good. I don't leave my house until I feel good, until I'm at a good frequency. And it's important for me to be in a good frequency in order for me to create. Because if I wake up and I'm in a negative frequency, you know what I'm going to attract? You know what I'm going to create? The message I've been getting all week is start being stoic. I love that. And I've actually started teaching some of meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I think anything you read, you have to always bring it back to what your laws of life is. You know what I'm saying? How do you put your all into a passion? You just do. And number two, you cut off everything else except what it is that you love to do. Somebody says, Sheesh, what type of camera you using? Quality is crazy. I'm about to get a new camera, so when I get my new camera, I'll tell y'all what this camera is. You feel me? But quite frankly, the camera is great, but it's also the settings that I have on the camera. You know what I'm saying? But just know that Sony is the way. My next camera is going to be a Sony too. So just know that Sony is the way. How do you get out of writer's block as an artist? Somebody said stop gatekeeping. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Are you trying to get in the way of my free will? Come on now. The artist way. You got writer's block? Here you go. The artist way. Journal and meditate. Some of y'all have artist block because you don't allow God in. You don't allow God. You have not allowed God in. Because when you are in a flow and you are on the same page with God, the Most High, how could you ever be blocked? Creativity requires an inner work, yes. You feel me? How do you start not making exceptions for others? Some of y'all are asking me questions that, like, I feel like your question is an action. You know what I'm saying? How do you start not making exceptions for others? You know what it is? You haven't made the decision. You have not yet made the decision that you are going to stop doing it. So that's why you still allow it. It's almost like the day where you're like, how do you start going to the gym? You make a decision. You make a decision that from this point on, I am going to the gym. My question to you is, why do you fall off? Why do you go against the very thing you say you're going to do? Why do you tell yourself you're going to do something and then don't do it? Why do you do that? That's the question. The question is not how do you start that's not the question. The question is why do you let them? Thank you, Miliano. I hope I said your name right. The question is why do you let them? And once you figure out that question, why do you let them? You're going to say, I let them because I don't want to say something and they get mad at me and then now I have no friends. Oh, so you let them because you don't want to be lonely. You let them because you don't want to lose a friend. Sometimes I stop because I believe I can succeed. So you're insecure about the idea of success. You're scared of failure. So now instead of worrying about, because some of y'all questions are so external. Like, baby, it got nothing to do with the external. It's you. Audio is me. Is the audio fine, guys? Is the audio good? Let me know. Is the audio okay? Okay. How do you protect your energy? Meditation. Get your energy so high that the moment something negative comes around it, you just are like, oh, it's low. Get your energy so high. Get your energy so high that when you get around people who are negative, when you get around people who aren't on that frequency, your gut is already like, you know what? Maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should get your energy so high that it's not even that you're mentally thinking, oh, this person is negative. Your mind, it's such on a high frequency that it just naturally gets away from anything negative. That's what you have to do. Get your energy so fucking high that nothing negative can even survive in your presence. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all like that? Get your energy so high that the negativity cannot even survive in your presence. That was good. That was good as fuck. You feel me? I'm gonna look at my last YouTube video, what I posted, because I'm gonna use that as a topic. Hold on. My last video that I posted was, God said, you ready to hear this? Hold on. What did I say? What did I say in this video?
Honeybook completely changed how I do business.
Sorry. Hold on. What did I say in this video? Leeches. That's what I was talking about. Leeches. Okay. Listen, y'all. You got to be careful of the leeches in your life. You got to be careful of the leeches in your life. And the reason why I say this is because, a lot of people are insecure. Somebody said, I get that, but how do you get energy that high? All right, I got you. You ready? Somebody said, how do I get my energy that high? I got you. It's not that you choose it. In a way, you do choose it. But the way that you get your energy that high is your routine. Everybody write down the word routine. It's your routine. You know what? I gotta get my energy in this. I gotta listen, y'all. You ready? I'm about to put you on. You ready? I'm about to just pour my heart into this live, okay? What you have to understand is at some point in your life, you have to make a decision that you are no longer going to entertain anything that is an unfavorable outcome. And I'm looking you dead in your eyes right now. You need to screen record this. You need to take note, do something to remember this, or take notes, whatever it is. What I want you to understand is that a lot of y'all, you cannot see how truly big you are because of the things around you. But you cannot even blame the external reality for what's around you because it is a representation of what's inside of you. It's what you have allowed in. It's like a virus. Yeah, that friend may be toxic, but you made them a friend. You allowed them inside. At some point, you connected with them. At some point, they look like a reflection to you. And if you're starting to peep, hey, I don't really like how this person treats me. I don't like how this person, congratulations. You're finally starting to see above the program. You're finally starting to see what you don't want, what you don't like, what I don't want to see in my life, who I don't want to be around. But the problem is that when are you going to commit to leaving that life? You know what I'm saying? I love my space. Listen, let me tell you something. I love my space. My house is great. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful house inside. I don't like my environment. I feel like I should be somewhere else. I feel like I should be higher. But you know what got me fucked up? What got me fucked up was that I decided to listen to what other people said about where they think I should be, and I listened. And what I didn't realize was that when I'm listening to other people, people want to make decisions for me based off of their beliefs, based off of their results, based off of how they view things. Not realizing that you cannot trust what anybody has to say about how you should be living your life. Only your intuition can tell you that. When your intuition tell you, you should not talk to this person no more, why do you need proof besides your intuition? Why do you need proof for what your gut is telling you? Why do you need proof to trust your instincts? Do you understand what makes the greats is that they don't think, they trust their guts. But some of y'all don't trust yourself. And that's why you're in the predicament that you're in. I trusted other people over myself. So what happened was, because I wanted to be cheaper, I got a space that was cheaper, now realizing that it cost me more in the long run. And I decided to myself, I was like, I will never trust what somebody else has to say where I should live or where I should be or what I should do. Because everybody has their own limitations. Everybody has their own thoughts of how things should be done. But they not you. They don't know what you can do. And if you're going to be a person that does the impossible, why the fuck would you ask somebody else what you should do? They've never even done it. And what I started to realize is the only people who I can even consider their opinion is people who are living the way I want to live. People who are where I want to be. Y'all listening to your friends who ain't never touched nothing that you want. You listening to your parents who have nothing that you want. You tell your friends, hey, yo, I want to go to the gym. Oh, bet, let's go to LA Fitness. You and your spirit, I don't want to go to LA Fitness. LA Fitness it's not enough for me. And let me tell you something. It's okay that you think something is not enough. Don't let other people's insecurity make you feel bad because you got standards. That's what I'm starting to notice when people start to break through another successful level. People start to get upset that they got higher standards. Don't be mad at nobody because they standards is where you're still at and they don't want to be there no more. You know what that means? That means you work harder. You work harder. So then people will get offended by you saying you don't want to go to LA Fitness no more. And you know what's crazy? Let me tell y'all something. At one point in my life, right, I walked in LA Fitness and I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. I would never want to da-da-da-da-da. But let me tell you something, right? When I listened to what other people said and I moved to this area that people thought was good for me because it was cheaper, you know what that made me do? That made me go to LA Fitness, right? I ended up going to LA Fitness because it was closer, right? That's what you see how the fuck up happens. You see how I'm bleeding through my standards one by one by one by one. That's how you spiral downward. And then I started to judge myself, and I started to get offended like the people who don't have the standards as me. And I started to think, damn, isn't that kind of fucked up that I was saying I don't want to go to LA Fitness and da-da-da-da-da, until I started to go to LA Fitness again. And I was like, oh my God, I see why I didn't want to come here. You cannot get your best workout here. Nobody is really being serious here. Look at the people that you're around. Look at the frequency that you're around. Now you understand why you was paying $200 for that gym. Because every time you went to that gym, you saw Porsches, you saw Lamborghinis, you saw this. Because guess what? You put yourself where you see yourself. You put yourself where you see yourself. I would rather go work out outside than go to fucking LA Fitness now. And listen, people can feel a type of way about it. You can feel a type of way about it. But when you start breaking through levels and you start to realize you want more, wait till you see what people do to you. Wait till people get mad at you for having a higher standard. I would rather work outside than go to LA Fitness. Why would I rather work outside than go to LA Fitness? Because outside, I can find a better environment. I'm probably by myself. I'm probably around people. Forget it. Forget it. You get what I'm saying? I told somebody, I said, oh, I'm going to go buy me a new Rolex or a Cartier. I said, I'm going to go buy me a new Rolex or a Cartier, right? I was like, what you think? What you think? Like, I really don't give a fuck what they think. I'm just like, oh, like, you like the red car, you like the blue car. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just asking you, like, what you like better? You like Cartier or Rolex? Why you spending so much on a watch? Oh, you don't get it. You don't get it. You see, you don't go in environments with other rich people. So you don't have rich conversations. So you don't understand why there should be a expensive watch or expensive. And the watches that I'm talking about are actually entry level. For you to get a regular Rolex Date Just and it's $10,000, that's an entry level watch. To get a Cartier Santos and it's $7,000, that's an entry level watch. You see, but you said, but how you act upon people that get jealous or envy of you. Hold on, before I get into that, right? When you start getting into the APs and the Patek's, that's when you starting to talk a little something. Because guess what? If you always think that the level that you want to get to is oh so high, it's always going to be oh so high. Do you hear me? When you think that the next level that you want to get to is oh so high, it's always going to be oh so high. Or if you think that the next level that you get into is oh so in the future, it's always going to be oh so in the future. I had a mentor, right? And let me explain to you. Now, let me break down why, when they said, why are you getting such an expensive watch? Now, let me break down. So that's a person that's just like, you know, regular working class or whatever. Let me explain to you how it was when I talked to a millionaire. You ready? Y'all ready? Y'all want to hear how the millionaire responded to me? Do y'all want to? I got two millionaires. I'll tell you how both of the millionaires responded to me. You want to hear how the millionaires responded to me? My millionaire mentors? All right, bet. Let me tell you how. So I talked to one of my millionaire mentors. He just bought a Rolex. Something like, right? I said, hey, almost said his name. I said, hey, should I get a Rolex or a Cartier? What do you think? Try to get an AP. You see that? See how he skipped over both? Get an AP. Actually, all right, fuck, I got to tell you now. It's Gary. It's the numerology guy, right? So he was like, get an AP. But then he was like, don't get an AP because it's in its enemy year right now. Just get a Rolex. Not, why are you spending so much on a watch? Why you spending a bag on a watch? Not that. Not that. Oh, and then I had another conversation with a millionaire before. And I said, what was your first big purchase? They said, a presidential Rolex. a presidential Rolex. I said, how much was that? 16,000. Where is it? I don't have it anymore. Why? It's too basic. You hear the difference in conversation? You hear the difference in conversation? And hold on, let me show you their watch collection. Let me see if I got a picture. Let me see if I got a picture of their watch collection. I'm trying to see if I got a picture. I'm trying to see if I got it, man. Hold on. Damn. I'm trying to see if I have the picture of the watch collection. Please, please, please have it. I don't think I have it on this one. Damn. But isn't that crazy? Somebody said, of course, they're on another level, bro. Nothing new. Obviously, but if you don't, you see that? You so like, obviously it's on another. Where your Rolex? Because you talking some obviously. It ain't fucking obvious. Obviously, it's not obvious. It's not obvious. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not obvious. It's not obvious. Because a person who's not abundant doesn't understand why, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand why they should pay. Let me tell you something. When you continue to make money, you need to always be pushing yourself. Don't be like, yeah, I got enough. No! And that's not even about money, whatever you're doing. If you're playing basketball, if you're playing soccer, if you're a business person, if you're whatever it is you're doing, you need to always be trying to push the limit. Look at Kai Cenat. Look at Mr. Beast. They're always trying to push the limit. You get what I'm saying? Always try to push the limit. But people don't try to push the limit. They get comfortable. You feel me? And my thing is just like, I'm just using a watch as an example. I'm just using a watch as an example. So now imagine that same person that told me, why you spending so much on a watch? I will never talk to them about my big purchases again. I will never talk to them about my big purchases again. And why will I never talk to them about my big purchase again? Because you're going to ask me, why are you spending so much when you can just live here? It's cheaper. Oh, hell no. I went through that already. I've been there already. I've been there already. That cheaper shit will have you pay more than you thought you was going to pay. Always. Thank you for the gift, Les Soul. Thank you for the gift, 50 John. So whenever you hear people say, oh, it's cheaper, run away. Run away. Run away. It's a difference when they say, oh, this is a better price. But that cheaper word, it attracts certain things. You feel me? And what I recognize is that when you start to pay more and more for more exquisite experiences, let me give you an example. Let's say you usually pay $800 for your hotels. I usually go to hotels and I usually pay $800 a night. Or your Airbnbs usually only pay $800 a night, which is cool. Like that's a cool price. Sound like you're gonna be in a nice little straight up place. It's gonna be all right? The next time you go out, you need to be trying to pay $1,000 a night and find a place that's nicer. Because you know what happens when you go to that $800 place? Guess what? You didn't get nothing for your money. You stayed at a place that probably looks like your home. You got no inspiration. But when you stay at a place for a hotel or Airbnb, $1,000 a night, you get something that's a little bit nicer. So you know what happens when you go there? You're like, damn, this is nice. They got a sauna here. I never thought about having a sauna at my crib. So when you go home, you're looking at everywhere, you like, I don't know if I like it. I need to figure out how can I get an Airbnb, or how can I get a house that look like that Airbnb? You know what you start doing now? You start wanting more. You start expanding. And that experience that you paid for just broadened your perspective. First time I went to Lifetime Fitness, that's when I knew there's levels. Lifetime Fitness? I don't know what that is. That don't sound good. You feel me? Like, it's instead of going to LA Fitness, get class pass and go to Pilates and see how different the experience is then. See the difference of how people carry themselves then. Isn't that the people that you want to be around? Everybody want to think it's so superficial, but isn't that spirituality? Lifetime Fitness is a luxury gym in Toronto. Okay, because the Lifetime Fitness here in Miami don't it don't give that. You feel me? Can you answer about when you can sense that people are envious of you? When you that bitch, when you that nigga, people are going to be envious. That's a part of the game. But when you see people are envious, it's your decision what you decide to do. Now, if you are a psychological badass, you know what I'm saying? Then if that envious person has something to offer you, you may allow them to be around because you know how to use it. You know how to maneuver it. You know how to keep your enemy close. But if that person is just hating and they don't bring nothing to your life, don't even worry about them. Ignore them. It's going to make them hate more. It's going to make them focus on you more. You feel me? Like, it's different. Like, let's say you got a coworker that envies you. Just use them. Just use them. They going to be in your space regardless. Just don't spend too much time with them. Don't give them access to you. Don't give them your personal information. Don't feed the enemy information. Somebody says, use them how? I mean, if that coworker knows how to fold clothes better than you, then just be like, hey, can we switch sections? You feel me? That's an example. Like, just use their strengths. You know, I'm not saying use them like, oh, you be a user. No. Just, you know, you got be working with a photographer and the photographer is envious. He's a hater, but he's a great photographer. Just use him. And if once he stop being useful, let him go. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, my own man is a hater. No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Hey man, what do you use for your perfect skin? My skin is kind of like breaking out just a little bit. But I use Dermalogica and Curology. Why is it dangerous? Please reply. You're sleeping with your enemy. You're sleeping with the enemy. Like, I said keep your enemy close, not that close. You feel me? Not that close. Envious people got to go when they stop being useful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not religious, spiritual. For real, not that close, baby. Why is y'all laughing so hard? Oh my gosh. Y'all is eating that one up. Listen, y'all, don't forget, I dropped a new song. I need y'all to add this to y'all playlist. The song is Revenge is Beautiful by Styx River. I need y'all to add this song to y'all playlist. Don't forget, go stream my new song, Revenge is Beautiful. Go add that to your Spotify playlist. Go add that to your Apple Music.
Don't call my phone. And now you won't see me. Cause I'm on TV.
Y'all heard that, see? Y'all was asking me for new music. I dropped new music.
But it all was real.
So y'all go ahead, go stream that. I need everybody right now, go on Spotify and go add this song to your playlist. Go add this to your library right now. Okay? I made this shit from scratch. All right?
Don't play with my feels. I come with a chill. And I fall for a thrill. Baby, say goodnight. Cause you're leaving my house, you're leaving my crib. Say goodbye. Let's go. Baby, are you shitting me? I'm not one you really don't want to fight. Baby, when you see me leave,
Scorpio coded. Let me tell you something. That is so Scorpio coded. Cause when I get revenge, you gonna call me Hold on, let me break down the lyrics real quick.
You are alone.
You are alone. So the reason why I said you are alone is because one thing I recognize, and men, y'all may feel the fuck out of this. One thing that I realize is that you are alone for real. Like, when you are different, when you are high value, when you are making money and you're doing better than most people in your environment, you are alone, because guess what? You can't even talk to people for real. Their advice is from their level. Their advice is from their understanding. Somebody said, why do studs relate to the men though? Not all gay women relate. I don't think it has anything to do with me being gay. I think it has to do with me being a leader. And regardless of not, being a leader requires you to take on a more masculine role, even if the woman is straight or not. So when you become the leader of your household, the leader of your family, the leader of your pack, you start realizing that as a leader, you can't be as emotional. You start realizing that as a leader, you can't be venting to everybody. You got to go deal with that shit yourself. And that's why I say you are alone. Because as a leader, nobody else is going to get it. As a leader, you can't go out here crying at everybody. Because guess what? Once the people who follow you see you crying and being weak and stuff like that, they no longer know if they can follow you. And it just so happens that that's what happens in relationships, the man and the woman. Because guess what? If you are a leader, you should be able to handle your emotions. You feel me? That's what it's like to be a leader.
Don't call my phone. And now you won't see me. Cause I'm on TV.
Now, when I said that, the reason I was saying that is because let's call it a cleaner. Okay? Let's call it a cleaner. As a person who is a cleaner, as a person who is relentless, as a person who is a savage, as a person with a Mamba mentality, you're always going to have a moment where you're in the dark. You're always going to have a moment where it's like you're going through hard shit. Every boss has to go through hard times. You feel me? Like Michael Jackson went through a hard time when, listen to this. Michael Jackson had just came out with Thriller, right? One of the top selling albums of all time, right? And now he's dealing with this sickness, vitiligo. He's turning white, right? And, this is around the time where racism is still there. And he needs to come out with a new album that tops Thriller. Do you know how scary it is to now be fucking like going through a sickness and you damn near white and you got a top Thriller? Or else people are automatically going to say that you're not, like, you falling off, or you're not good, or you're not, how much I'm feeling the pressure just thinking about it. You know what his black people are going to say when they see him a little lighter? Oh, he's bleaching. He's this. So he's coming from a moment of being at the highest of the highs and having to create something that can top that. So then when you look at the Bad album, hold on, let's look at the Bad album. He's noticeably lighter. He's the most famous person in the world is noticeably lighter, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. Right? Imagine how scary that is. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because no matter what, he still has to perform. And when he was going through that era of like he's in the darkness, he's fighting himself, he's trying to figure out the next big play, the next big thing. How many people you think turned on him? A lot of people. A lot of people turned on him. But when he was celebrating Thriller, everybody was, whoa, 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 whoa. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to be moments where you had your Thriller, and everybody want to be your friend. Everybody want to be popular. Everybody want to be this. Everybody want to be around you. But then it gets dark. Thriller is not the biggest thing no more. You got to create a new album. You got to create a new thing. And people seeing you getting lighter. And people now like, oh, he's falling off. He's not as lit no more. He's not as this. He's not as that. People don't see you as how big as you used to be. You get what I'm saying now? But once you get that win again and Bad comes out and it's such a great album, now people want to act like they wasn't saying what they were saying. This is what happens when you are a G.
All that I want was real. I want what's real. Don't play with my feels.
I want what's real. People who have real spirits, real souls, they don't want to deal with fake people. They don't want to deal with fake people. They don't want to deal with toxic people who don't take their feelings into consideration.
Don't play with my, play with my, play with my, play with my. I come with a chill. I come with a. And I fall for a thrill.
That's just some Scorpio shit.
Baby, say goodnight. Cause you're leaving my house, you're leaving my crib. Say goodbye. Say to let you go. Baby, are you shitting me? I'm not one you really don't want to fight.
Thank you for the gift. Baby, are you shitting me? I'm the one you really don't want to fight. Let me tell you why I said that. Us people, us in this chat right here, we really nice. We're really nice. Until we not. See, people be taking our spirituality and our kindness for weakness like I still won't be that ass. And that's why I'm a Scorpio. So that's why this song was very Scorpio core. Like it was Scorpio core, right? And I was just like, keep taking my kindness for weakness. I'm the one you really don't want to play with. That's what that's about.
Baby, when you see me leave, I'm that one knocking niggas out at the fire. Baby, you can call me Creed.
Creed, the boss.
Cause when I get real, then you can call me vile. I can't let it slide. That's just not my style.
Listen, niggas want mercy, but don't see when they had it fucked up and I was alone.
They call me selfish when I
Hold on, take that back.
can't let it slide. That's just not my style. Niggas want mercy, but don't see when they had it fucked up and I was alone.
Niggas want mercy, but don't see when they had it fucked up and I was alone. Then call me selfish when I start protecting myself. I can't trust on my own blood. You see, when people wasn't there for you when you was going through your shit, they want mercy for that. They want you to still fuck with them. They want you to still be around them. But once you started peeping like, okay, I see you not really there for me like how you say you there for me. I see you only around when it's lit. I see you only around when it's popping. So you know what you do? You create boundaries. You start realizing I can't really trust you. Let's take that back real quick.
Niggas want mercy, but don't see when they had it fucked up and I was alone. They call me selfish when I start protecting myself. I can't trust on my own.
Then call me selfish when I start protecting myself. That's what people do. You start protecting yourself and then they call you selfish because you're protecting yourself.
Honestly, I feel tired. You can't admit that was right. I might just start off
All right. I broke that down. And you know what's funny? I made that song. So look, let me show you what I used. I made that song with this. Ain't this fire? I was feeling like Prince in this bit. I had the knees, so I was, come on, bro. Like, I'm really a musician for real. Like, don't get it twisted. And then, them drums that you hear, look, this is so old school. Like, this from, like, I don't even know what year this from. Them drums you hear is from this. This is an old school shit. That's why it hit like that. That's why that beat hit like that. You feel me? It's like that old school shit. Being called selfish is like the biggest compliment. You damn right. It is. Rockstar. I was in rockstar mode for real. All you needed was some purple. That's all I needed. All I needed was some purple. That's all I needed was some purple. That's all. For real. Facts. You feel me? Y'all so funny. I love y'all so much for real. I'm honestly, let me be real with y'all. Like, it's really time that change is about to happen. I personally feel like I am changing. And right now, I know y'all don't see me on live like that as much because I'm honestly, yes, an NPC, I'm honestly changing. And everything about me is going to change. I'm in a 5-year, yeah. Everything is about me is going to change. And I have to make sure that what I'm doing is always 100% authentic to me. You feel me? And that's what I want y'all to do. I want to make sure that whatever you're doing is authentic to you. And I just feel like, for me, like, my creativity needs to live. Like, y'all see these videos I've been creating, man? Y'all see these videos I've been creating, man? Let me show you something. These videos I've been creating have been so beautiful.
Stop.
I stay up late, unable to sleep. Not because I'm restless, but because the world feels too loud, too fake. It's like I'm surrounded by a masquerade of plastic smiles and hollow words. And the more I try to stay true to myself, the more isolated I become. Authenticity. It's supposed to be a gift, but some nights it feels more like a curse. But in a world built on illusions, being real makes you invisible. They say what's real will prosper. But honestly, I don't know what's real anymore. Michael Jackson once said something profound. You can't change the reflection in the mirror. You have to change yourself.
I try to think about tomorrow, but I
Honestly, that gave me a lot to think about. Because a lot of people are here mad at the world, not realizing that they're the one causing it.
about the things that didn't last. If I could go to the beginning,
One thing I love about me is I can always look at my own reflection.
Come on, man. 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 That's art. I did all of that myself in one day. Imagine what happens when I actually spend the time and focus on, like, you know. So, you guys are going to see more of that.